What up, Dylan? What's going on, Keith? Thanks everybody for joining. We got another one tonight. It is the second half of our very first case of 2025 Topps Chrome football. We had a pretty decent showing last night. Let's see if we can continue on the second half of this one. CD Auto coming. I like it. You've been doing pretty well lately, Keith. Let's see if we can make the call like George Herman Ruth. Calling his shot. Why the heck not? All right, let's get it rolling. Ladies and gents, thank you guys for being part of the break tonight. We are going to be doing a lot more football in 2026 than we're used to doing, so I hope you guys are ready for the ride. We are going to be expanding more football, going to try some basketball as well, see how we do there, in addition, of course, to all the baseball that we always run. Back tomorrow, we're going to do another fresh case of mega boxes, 2025 Topps Chrome football. We're going to do a half case domani, as they say in Italiano. And then we'll follow it up with the second half of that case. And then I'm thinking possibly on either Friday night or Saturday, we will do a mix-up with a Topps Chrome football jumbo and some hangers as well to get it rolling. We got mixers for baseball on the way. Lots of them coming, and the Parlay Power Play, the illustrious now Parlay Power Play, where we include individual single cards. We try to do vintage because I know you guys really have been enjoying the vintage, but a mix of vintage, modern, so that not only do you get the break cards, but then you get a shot at some other individual cards. And I've been seeing something that I've been thinking about giving a shot. You guys let me know. Maybe I'll put a poll out in the group. There are some repacks that have been trustworthy, like sealed cases of repacks and things like that. So I've been contemplating maybe trying a case of that and incorporating that into a break. You guys let me know what you think. I'll throw a post up in the group. Here we go. Starting lineup. Shawnee with the Cardinals, Pat, Falcons, Pete, Ravens, Sean, Bills, Pete with the Panthers, Adrian, welcome back, Adrian, with the Bears. Been a minute. Chris with the Bengals, Robert with the Browns, Keith with the Boys, Caesar with the Broncos, excuse me, Eric with the Lions, Ryan with the Pack, Chris with the Texans and Colts, Gene Jags, Dylan with the Chiefs, Chris with the Raiders, Sean with the Chargers, Chris with the Rams, Nick with his Dolphins, Damian Vikings, Brad with the Pirates, excuse me. I got a frog in my throat. Hang on one second. I must drown that frog. Pirates. Brad with the Patriots, Paul with the Saints, Albert with the Giants going for the dart, Kevin with the Jets, Chris with the Eagles, Brad with the Steelers, Carlos Niners, Damian Seahawks, and Brad with the Bucks. What up, John? What's up, Kevin? Thanks everybody for joining. Do me a favor, smash that like button down below if you will. And tonight, it is for all the marbles, and it's going to be, as it always is, the Parlay Intercontinental title belt up for grabs tonight, being defended by Shawnee Sears. Can he hold on to it and bring it back home around his waist, over his shoulder, maybe like CM Punk in the refrigerator with the ice cream bars, wherever he wants to store it? Will he bring it back home, or will somebody snatch it away from the chairman himself, Sean Sears? I would quote what our overall parlay power rankings are if I wasn't a month behind, but we'll get those posted up this weekend. Thank you guys for your patience on that. Quarterly parlay power rankings, they were due out on April 1st. I'm only a month behind. No big deal. But we're going to keep it a quarterly thing. And as we started last quarter, at the beginning of this year, if you rank in the top of the parlay power rankings, you're going to get yourself break credits. So it pays. The more breaks you're in, the better your hits are. The more you do, the more credits you get. So enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. All right, guys, time to roll. We got 10 of these bad boys. I want you to think of a number between 1 and 10 while we kick it off and tell me in a minute. And you know how we started here at Parlay Breaks. We always start our breaks by first breaking that glass. Time to get the fighting gloves on. Are you ready to rumble? Here we go. All right, guys, you let me know which one are we starting with. Number 1 on the top left, down to 5, 6, down to 10. Give me a number 1 through 10. First one that I see is the box we're starting with. What up, Mikey? What up, Michael? What's up, Carlos? Thanks, everybody, for joining tonight. I appreciate everybody who's here in the break. And if you're here watching the break, thank you as well. I hope I got that frog out of my throat. Brad goes 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Thank you, Brad. So I should have just said left or right because we're going to super rip this anyway. Let's just do this one and then we'll super rip the rest. Who started out for us? The man, the myth, the legend himself. I'm making him dizzy. Razor Ramon. Hey, yo. Good luck, guys and gals. I got to bring this back a little bit. Look at that. 7s all around. Empty. We'll do this one first since this was the inaugural pick, and then we will super rip the remaining 4. Everybody going with the Mickey Mantle number. I like it. All right, good luck. Box 1. Let's see. Is this going to be the auto box? Lamar, Raheem Mostert, Russell Wilson. That's a different Giants QB. Theo Johnson, Bucky Irving, Jerry Jeudy. There's our first Shador. We didn't get one yesterday. The Fractor of X. Going to the Browns, to Robert. Tyreek, Sherman, Saquon, Ward, Higgins, Jalen Reed on the yellow Fractor of X, Saquon, and Zay Flowers. Didn't we get a Zay yesterday? This is the purple. I think it was the 1/3 of 2/3 or 2/3. Purple 68. It's a Yager to 250. Going out to the Ravens, to Pete. Congrats, Pete. Darius Slay, Scatterbo. Dylan Simpson, Mahomey, Rogers, Jackson Hawes, Zay on the Prism, Darian Porter on the Fractor of X, Pinky, Kamaran Kitchens, G&T Fortune, and there's a CD. Not that ink just yet, but maybe it's still coming. CD Power Players. All right, that is box numero 1. We are going to go and super rip the remainder of the right stack. Let's do it this way. Ooh. All right, here comes the super rip. Empty. Thanks, guys, for being part of the break. Man, as I was going through and posting up the break stats yesterday, I was checking comps because it kind of forces me to check comps. I hadn't done it quite as much prior like I would have liked to, time permitting. But man, oh man, was I pretty impressed with some of the comps. And we're talking like mid-color parallels of veterans were selling pretty well. Pretty darn awesome, I gotta say. And of course, the top rookies are doing quite well. So, the inaugural set living up to the hype, I believe. You guys tell me what you think. The prices, obviously, of the boxes on the aftermarket went absolutely berserk, and they still are. I was able to luckily get my hands on a jumbo, but at way aftermarket prices, unfortunately. So I'm looking forward to us ripping the jumbo, see if we can get maybe the little kaiju action. I'm going to try to get some more hobby. Want to get us to pull a kaiju. That would be awesome. All right, let's stack numero uno and we'll go with the rest. Hey, thanks everybody for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you guys as always for being part of the breaks, whether it's baseball, football. We're going to be doing basketball this week as well. And then we are exactly a week away from release day of 2026 Bowman Baseball. I absolutely cannot wait for Bowman Baseball. That is always one of the best releases of the year. The first Bowman set with the newest rookie class and prospect class, the holdovers from draft that they did not include in Bowman Draft, and they held out till Bowman Baseball. So I'm going to be working on the checklist this weekend, and I will post up a little cheat sheet as always, probably in separate posts as I do. Cheat graphics, I should call them. How many mega cases? I believe I've got 2 or 3 more, and then I've got a blaster case which will rip, and I've got a bunch of hangers. So I'm going to try to mix the hangers with some hobby. All right, good luck, guys. There's our Herbie, Kyle Pitts, Kittle, Mims on the pinky, the hot pink, Saquon, Jamar, refractor, Darian Porter has been showing up quite a bit. Number hits, a Jalen Carter, orange tang, orange wave, 3 out of 25. Going to the Eagles, going to Chris, the man who is at the Phillies game right now. Congrats, Chris. Started out with an Eagle numbered. Eagle Eyes, we got 2-2, Taysom Hill Prism, Jacoby and Myers, the law firm, Warren, Kurt Warner, Penix, Future Stars, John Thuney, not to be confused with other ones. There's a Travis Kelce throwback, 58 to 199. I believe that's the teal. Is that teal? Is it aqua or teal? I'm like falling behind on all the very close numbered. It's aqua. It's aqua, not teal. Either way, it's going to the Chieftains. It's going to Dylan. Congrats, Dylan. Neil. Darian Porter, another Fractor of X. Penix on the X Fractor throwback. Nico. I gotta say, the pink and the yellow being the choice for the X Fractors, they are really nice. I must say, as Ed Grimley would say, or the lime, not yellow, hot pink and lime. Really nice looking colors. I always feel like they're going to be a color match. There's a Penix refractor. Wanted to check if that was a non-helmet short print. Supposedly all the no helmets are the ones. There's another Penix. Luther Burden Fortune rookie. Devin Neal, a Scataboo. And Turner. Let's get into the other stack. Waiting for an auto. It's got to be a second auto at least in this case. Max Crosby refractor. Golden. And Harrison Butker. So it's our second light board of the case. First tonight. Another Chiefs hit. Going back out to Dylan. Congrats, Dylan. Sam Laporta. Maximus Crosby, so McCarthy, Kenneth Grant, and Caden Prather, 170 to 275 is the yellow wave. Going out to Shawnee, the reigning and defending Intercontinental Champion of the world. And it's an auto. It's Isaac Tesla going to the Leons. 224 to 399 on the rookie hit. And that's fuchsia, 399. I always mix up magenta. I always mix up magenta and fuchsia. Going to the Lions. Going to Eric. Congrats, Eric. The Tesla. For the ink. Let's see if we can get one more. Brock Bowers. Had him on my fantasy team 2 years in a row. Was much better 2 years ago than last year. Oh, there's our first Stafford. So that's our first buyback Stafford of the Brizache, of the Kizace, as the kids say, going to Chris. 20 spot there. There's a Cam Ward. Rookie throwback. Quincy Riley. I think, and a Justin Jefferson, Minnesota all chrome. 3 out of 25. Vikings hit a Rooney going to Damien. Congrats, Damien. Nice one. Chase Brown. There's another Stafford. So a double up on a Matty Stafford. So that's pretty sweet. Seeing a double shot in the same casa. Breece Hall. Cooper Kupp. Scotty Boo. Brock Purdy, Fractor of X. There's a Tesla. No ink. Chase Brown. Herbie, Sterling Sharp, old school. And that'll do it for stack numero uno. We're going to bring in the second stack, see what we got here. One auto in. Couple of Staffords. Matthew, don't call him Matt. I think his wife got upset. Anybody read that? His wife got upset because people disrespect him by calling him Matt Stafford instead of Matthew. So we must respect Matthew. He has a very proper name. Many letters. Do not attempt to shorten it. That would be not okay. That would be as if I was upset if you called me Parlay J instead of Parlay Jason. It just wouldn't have the same ring. Now would it? Maybe I'll do the other. I'll get upset if people call me Jason instead of Parlay J. Empty box. Oh, ridiculousness. And empty. Every time I open a mega box, I am reminded that I am grateful that Fanatics did away with the with the styrofoam block that was jammed in here. Got all over the brake mat, created more garbage. Not something that I was a fan of. And it cost them more money, I'm sure, so a no-brainer to remove it from the repertoire. Mostly because it made me happy. I'm sure that's why they did it. I am actually 112% certain that that's why they did it. Brad calling for a Drakey. A Dr. Drake Ramore. Let's see if we can get him here. What would happen if Drake May met Joey Tribbiani? Would they be somehow, somewhat aligned spiritually because of the shared name? Makes absolutely no sense. Fanatics did something right. At least in this case, I think so. Although, maybe it's not a matter of do they do something right. I think they are doing stuff right. It's just costing us all a lot more. Doing right by somebody. We're just not quite sure who. But I gotta say, looking at, as much as I'm not a fan of monopolies, looking at the team logos for football on this Topps Chrome design, It is really a thing of beauty. Love seeing it. Although I do not like the idea of no competition. I did like it a lot better when there was competition, and I pray that Upper Deck never loses the hockey license. If Upper Deck loses that NHL license to Fanatics, then and I'm gonna take a wild guess that maybe there are some attempts to see how that goes. I'm completely speculating. I have no idea, but I wouldn't be surprised. The only major sport that's not under that umbrella now. But I certainly hope that Upper Deck hangs on to it. They make some awesome relics too. All right, here we go, guys. Good luck on the second half. There's a Mahomey. Golden. Mandrews. Jared Goff. CD. Certain. And it's a lime green tank. Do I ever break hockey? It's been a while, Albert. I would love to break hockey, but I don't think we have enough folks at the moment that collect hockey in our group. There's Alex Pierce, Gold Wave, 4 out of 50. I have done hockey, though, here before, but it was a couple of years ago, and probably the last time I did it was during the Stanley Cup. 2 years ago, I believe. I remember the Panthers because we gave away some pretty cool autographed pucks as part of that. But I would love to. I would love to rip hockey. I love hockey. Dickerson, Bucky Irving. Are you a hockey collector, Albert? Gunnar Helm. No relation to Gunnar Henderson. There's a Browers. Micah. Romeo Dobbs. Romeo wears that huge helmet cover. Kind of looks like one of those posters, like the big heads. Upper Deck Black Diamond. I have never held a Black Diamond in my hand, Robert. But man, I've seen them and it looks beautiful. I would love to rip that. Trent McDuffie. There's our first dart of the second half. Throwback. And this one is not the refractor variety. So let's get a little Dartimus. The Dartimus 2. Dartimus 3? 2? I think it's 2. Love the cup boxes. Go for the abs whenever you get a chance. It's awesome. The Guardian cap, that's it. Oh my God. Guardian cap, that's it. I remember the first time I saw it, I didn't realize that, you wore that. Obviously, you wear that for concussions. But I had no idea, and I just saw him from afar. I was like, wait, is this real, or is this my eyes deceiving me? It looked like, my goodness, was it Madden back in the day where you'd put in a cheat code and get like the big head players? It kind of reminded me of whatever the football game was. I don't remember if it was Madden or another one from back in the day. Tyreek Hill, Bijan. Come on, one more auto at least. Let's get it. Rico Dowdle came out of nowhere. Unseated my starting running back. It's Malik Neighbors, Jack Beck, Tyreek. What an awesome name, Henry To. Walker, Chris Boswell, and Jordan Addison. Hey, thanks everybody again for being part of the break. We're going to run a fresh case of this tomorrow. I've already got the interest post up. If you haven't already, sign up for text message alerts because tagging is a thing of the past here on Facebook. They hurt you. They hurt your reach. They stop your posts from showing up to people if you tag a lot. Tipaloo ala tui to 250. Tipalotu going to who's got the Chargers today? It's Shawnee Sears to 250. Will Howard, LT, and Brady Cook. All right, our final stack. We need a big dog on this one. Gunner, Saquon. There's a Josh Allen refractor. Throwback. Caleb, Malik Neighbors. T-Lore on the Fractor of X. This is a Josh Allen base throwback. Oh, there's nothing. It's just backwards for no reason. 5.7. I thought maybe that was an auto. Not a short print, not a nothing. Jordan Addison, thanks a lot for the head fake tops. AJ Brown. Just some bad collation. Mac Hollis. Oh, and here we go. We got a Caleb Johnson, first year fabric, rookie relic. So we got second relic in this case. Going to the Steelers. Going to Brad. Get those thick top loaders. So second one of the case. And this is not numbered. Very nice. And we'll get this up on the stage here. Okay, let's get this here. Oh. All right, hold on. Just short. All right, we're back in business. Can we get one more hit on the way out? JJ McCarthy, X-Fractor, Romeo Dobbs. There he is with the Guardian cap. Drake May, Brady Cook, and Noah Brown rounding things out. So we got another auto from the second half, another relic, another light board, and that's all she wrote. Don't go anywhere, guys. We're going to do the Mama Parlay giveaway. I'm going to ask you a trivia question. First person in the break to comment with the right answer will take this one home. Remember, you always see your own comment first, and for some reason I see them in the right order, so I'll shout it out. Basketball today, 2025 tops now. Luka, 43 points in the LA home opener, and this was from the first batch of releases of Tops Now from the very first license. It was the number 5 card overall on the very first batch that they released on NBA opening day. The question is a football one. Who won Super Bowl I? Who won Super Bowl number 1? Was it the Packers, the Chiefs, or the Cowboys? First person in the break to comment with the right answer will take home Luka. Who was the victor of Super Bowl I? Packers, the Chiefs, or the boys? First person in the break to comment takes home the Luka. Keith's got it. Packers, he got it. I was going to give you a hint and say the answer lies within Luka's uniform, the yellow for the Packers. All right, you got it, Keith. First one that came up. I know Facebook has a weird order, so you always see your own comment first. It's confusing. Keith, you got it. Let me jot you down. All right, guys, let's recap it. Thank you again for being, whoop, he swooned, for being part of the break. We'll be back tomorrow with another half case of megas. Here we go. It's Zay to 250, Josh Allen throwback, Tupelotu to 250, Shador X-Fractor, Gene T Fortune rookie, Cam Ward rookie throwback, refractor, Josh Allen throwback refractor, a Dart throwback, Kelsey throwback to 199, Alec Pierce gold wave to 50, Jalen Carter orange wave to 25, Caden Prather yellow wave to 275, Harrison Butker is the light board hit, Caleb Johnson, rookie relic, first year fabric. Matty Stafford, we got a double shot of the buyback. And just a reminder on the buyback, you have to have it in Topps hands by the end date. It's not postmarked by the end date. I actually sent in a couple about 5 days before or 3, or maybe it was like 4 days before the end date on the promotion. USPS got it there a day late and they would not honor it. Unbelievable. Justin Jefferson, all chrome, 3 out of 25. And our only auto, the hit of the break, Isaac Tesla on the rookie auto magenta. So $3.99. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break. I hope you enjoyed it. Had a great time. Always remember, do something good for someone else. It always comes back to you. And until next time, it's your boy Parlay J saying take care, spike your hair. We will see you next time. Goodbye and good night. Bang.